Howdy, 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 back at it again. Today's video is going to be an analysis of sorts of just the situations involving Kimberly's run. So we're going to start off with, hey, does she let it rock? Does she stop it? And then we're also going to go, once she runs off of you, what's the whole command grab versus no command grab situation? Without further ado, let's get into the video. So first things first, she can make this frame trap meterlessly from stand heavy punch, stand medium punch, and crouch heavy punch. Well, with stand medium kick and medium punch, heavy punch target combo, she needs to spend meter. From crouch medium punch, she cannot make this frame trap ever. So you just, if you see her cancel and do it from crouch medium punch, just mash, you'll get out of it. So obviously you don't want to get hit by this. Does like half screen corner carry into Oki, into mix after the Oki. Doesn't feel good. So what do you do to get out of it? Well, there's about 3 things you can do. First is you can try to perfect parry it. Okay. You can interrupt that after the first one. You don't have to parry. It's just hard to set up the bot to do it. And he can get a punish there. You can DP, right? Or if you think DP is too risky, you can do drive reversal. All 3 of those have some deficiencies. Let's start with drive reversal. So if you delay it by 3 frames or more, and she does run stop, she blocks in time, and she can get a huge punish, right? So this can be an issue, right? You know, 3K, I mean, that's like if she blocks a DP, basically, because her combo damage is not very high on punish counters, but that's kind of not the point. She can also, with run stop, if she doesn't push anything, she can bait a DP, right? And then if she doesn't push anything and she sees you parry, well, she can just parry you. And all 3 of those options, in fact, also lose to the exact same thing, which is run stop into delayed throw. You don't have to do back throw. It's easiest to do back throw, but all 3 of these options are going to lose to her doing run stop. Notice there I blocked the DP and my throw input still happened. Just like that. So she can deal with all of those with the exact same set of inputs, so it's kind of weak. You're like, okay, well, I'll just tech, right? I'll just delay tech, because if I delay tech, I'll block the run follow-up, and then if she does run stop throw, well, right, I'll tech it, so we're fine. Well, the issue with that is when you do delay an option like that, it opens you up to run stop into jab, right? And then she gets mixed there, okay? Now, you can, if you're super good or TAS or, you know, using an engine or cheating or whatever, you can delay this by exactly 3 frames, and that will catch her jab and block the run follow-up, right? And hit her if she does a delayed throw. Well, probably block if she tries to do delayed throw, but yeah, it will, for sure. But even then, she can cancel into OD run and go into overhead, and she will counter hit you. If you delay by 4 frames, looks very similar, right? Except you trade there. And again, you'll still probably force her to block this depending on her timing about the delayed throw. However, if you delay by 5 frames or more, all of a sudden, I mean, she's only -4, right? So on run stop, so now all of a sudden her jab wins. And on top of that, if she just cancels into overhead, it'll trade, except, you know, you did 360 damage and she got a knockdown that she can set up mix from. So that's sort of the trifecta of options here is, hey, if you want to catch her doing this, right, well, you got to mash, right? But if she thinks you're going to mash, she'll go into this, and then she gets her own Oki and setups, and then you're like, okay, I'll DP him, right? That's the rotation of options. Let's move on to the second level of the mix-up. The second level of the mix-up happens after she runs on you on block, right? After the follow-up, because she can command grab. She can go for this, like, strike kick follow-up, or she can just do nothing and end up here at -6. The thing that people find the most threatening off of this, and I think for a decent reason, is the command grab, right? If she's doing the meterless run that's 1440, and she can just get, like, dash up into heavy kick for some plus frames, or you can drive rush into throw or medium punch or whatever. You know, you just sort of manually time some stuff. if she's doing this from the OD version, right, she can get a combo there. And I think it's towards heavy kick, right? I accidentally screwed that up. But I think she can get like stuff like that, and that can set up a safe jump in the corner and some more damage, or she can set up mix or whatever. So people are a lot more afraid of that. So they'll generally want to take an option like this, which is to neutral jump with a button, right? So then you have to figure out, okay, if that's what they're doing, what's my response to it, right? And I think a good response to it is not to do the kick follow-up, because this is like sort of the canned, you get it, but the reason you don't want to do that is because this is -8. So if there's another way we can do with that that's a little bit safer, I'd rather do that. And there is. We can actually just kind of react to it, walk forward a little bit. Right? Oh, look, they jump. Heavy Tatsu. Right? So you can do stuff like that and get a punish off it, and that's almost as much damage as they would take from just taking the command grab, except it's a lot more corner carry as well. Now, you can also, if you like have a soul read or your reactions are super good, you can do like drive rush into crouch heavy punch. And if you do that route, notice there were plus 41. You can actually here, if you feel like spending more meter, do an OD teleport, and that sets up a safe jump. So that seems pretty strong, right? A lot of times people are going to have pre-programmed stuff if it's not a setup they've seen before, right? They're going to be like, oh, I'll DP here, or oh, I'll mash here. But in that case, that actually is a safe jump. Even if they perfect parry you, you're only -2, right? So those are kind of your call-outs for neutral jump. What are some other things that they might do? Well, something else they might do here is they might backdash. Okay? The easiest way to call this out is with the kick follow-up, because that'll actually hit. You don't really have a whole lot of other stuff if you just let this rock that will punish the backdash. Now, that being said, if you've convinced them that, hey, this is a good thing to do, is just give up space and go to neutral, that's fine. You can, however, if you know they're going to do it, not punish them with stay medium punch from mid-screen. But unless they're doing like perfect parry out of backdash or DP out of backdash, that is hitting meaty, and they will be forced to block this and then take plus frames afterwards. Not necessarily in throw range, but not the worst thing in the world. In the corner, though, this actually will punish. I did it a little bit late there. Whoops. And then you can get into, whatever sort of follow-ups you're looking for, but you can actually get a decent punish on the backdash. The throw evasion that's hardest to deal with, I think, is back jump. Because if we do like drive rush into crouch heavy punch, right, we don't get away. Walk forward into Tatsu, I keep screwing up my quarter circle. Right, that clearly whiffs, even though I can't seem to get it. You can do like a drive rush into it, and there's like kind of a precise timing where that will hit. You can make it a little bit easier to do OD, right? And that you can, that damage isn't terrible. And you can cancel them to level 2. So you can call it out if they're like getting really predictable, where every time that they do this, they jump back, right? I just want to point out real quick as well that like DP is very risky as well, right? Because yes, it beats the command grab follow-up, it beats the kick follow-up, but I think it is pretty much impossible to react to. Okay, with this DP to like reactor stopping going at you. I tried with modern, I tried to just hold down the assist and then try to react with DP. I thought it was extremely difficult. Maybe my reactions are just bad, but if Kim doesn't do anything, you're just like whiffing a DP for no reason. So there's not like a great response to this, but I think back jump is the thing that's, if you're just like, okay, what can I do on defense because I don't want to have to deal with Kim's garbage, I don't want to think about command grab, back jump is going to be the hardest thing to deal with. But of course, as I mentioned, you're ceding a lot of screen space there, right? So like if she just wants to be like, oh, okay, I'll just drive rush into a button on your landing, or I'll run or whatever, you're going to have a hard time dealing with that, and she can maybe make you to mix anyway. So overall, this is actually pretty strong for Kim, especially since now she can do this from stand heavy punch, which has pretty decent range now. Before, she only really got this mix from crouch heavy punch, which whiffs from here. So the fact that she can now just like sort of swing with this and force a mix-up, I think is decently strong. Also, if they back jump, they don't really get that good of a punish on the command grab, even if you go for it. So like, it's safe but unrewarding, right? Hopefully this is helpful. As always, have a good time.